right, so at the top of that paper, it says nombre y apellido, so you're gonna put your first and last name there. And then you're going to, where it says fecha, that's where you're gonna put the date. What do you need, sir?
A pencil.
You were supposed to raise your hand
I
earlier,
was.
come over here.
I don't have. No.
Earlier. Gotta be faster. Better late than never, I suppose. Right here. Alright, so this looks like this, right? Alright, so I'm trying to figure out the best way to do this. Maybe I know what I'm gonna do. I will open this up with Cami. That'll make it easier. Open from computer. Criatura, that's the one. Aha, there we go. Alright, so for this assignment, you are going to, the directions say, change this story so that it is told from the we perspective. Okay, as if the author were with his friend and telling it from their perspective. We're gonna cross out anything that must be changed and write the changes in between the lines of the story. So they gave you some tips on there. Here are some tips to help you. If you see mi amigo, and mi amigo means my friend, you're gonna change that to mi amigo y yo. So that means my friend and I. So we're changing it you're gonna change it so that it's told to the we perspective. Right now, it's told from the he or she perspective, okay? So if you see, where is my pointer? Laser pointer. Laser pointer's not working. Oh well. Alright, so then if you see something like él means he or she, it means he, you're gonna change it to we, which is nosotros, okay? And then if you see su, you're gonna change it to nuestro and nuestra. So let me explain what all of those mean. So we're basically using these posters over here, okay? We've kind of done something like this once before, okay? So we have, if you see él, that means he. We're going to change it to nosotros, okay, which means we. Alright, so those are the changes you're going to make. I'm going to change this to a different color. So él means he, nosotros means we. Alright? And then with Sue, if you see Sue in there, and I know that when you see it in context, a lot of times people end up figuring it out. Hello.
Our substitute teacher needs help.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Are they being honest? Oh, it's okay.
What?
So I was like, who's
There's gonna be some-
what class? And I was like, my BD said she wasn't gonna be here today.
Oh, Miss Brandy's not here.
Yeah.
Isn't it because it's hard?
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
bringing
yeah,
it here.
there's some-
I could've stayed down here.
She's bringing it here.
He was like this, I get the better fascination that they're playing on. What if he got like he said why many like teeth you really gave? Like that. And bro, I was trying to get out of that hole. Bro, I got so many questions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because you get like, nigga, I'm trying to get out. But y'all want to get in.
And the thing is, it felt like Miss Hammond was like pressuring us to ask questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody asked questions in that class.
Yeah.
And then she sat in front of the class and she was like, so if y'all have questions, then I got a ton of work for y'all to do. I'm like,
She
go
didn't
ahead,
say
Chris.
that for us.
Go ahead, Chris. I asked him if he had a PS5. He was like, yeah. But I don't
You know the
PS5.
letter A? Yeah. Do you know the letter B? What about C?
Yeah, I didn't figure it out. Students are smarter than me, so Luke ended up figuring it out. Alright, so Sue means his, okay, and it can also mean hers. So we're gonna change that, okay, whenever we see that, we're gonna change that to nuestro. Okay, and did they give you nuestra also? Yep. Or nuestra. Okay, which means our, okay? But this can also mean his, it can also mean hers, okay? So as we go through this, we're going to cross out some of the vocabulary and replace it, okay? So that's what you're gonna be working on, okay? So, the story is called La Criatura, un experimento fracasado, a failed experiment. What do you think La Criatura means?
Failed.
There's one down here.
Monster.
Bigfoot?
It sort of sounds like criatura.
Creature.
Yeah, creature. So the story is called The Creature, a Failed Experiment. So you can see somebody over here. I mean, it looks like a science person, looks just like Mrs. McGee, right? Over here. So it says, un sábado, mi amigo camina a la escuela. So, on Saturday, my friend,
And I.
okay, hang on, let's just translate this first and then we'll figure out how we need to change it. So, on Saturday, my friend walks to school, okay? So then we're gonna change that, right? We're gonna change that to my friend and I walk to school. So we are going to go like this. I mean, it's gonna end up becoming, trying to figure out the easiest way to do this with you guys. Well, I'm just gonna do this. Mi amigo y yo, my friend and I, okay? And then we have to change camina. I really need my laser pointer. Let me see if it's in my backpack. Or I need a new battery in this one. That would be ideal. Aha! Victory. All right, so we're going to be using these posters here, over here, okay? So there's tons of information in here that are really, really helpful to you. And I did give you a copy of these in Schoology ages ago. It's like number 80 or something like that. And I will find that for you and tell you what it is so that you can actually see it on your computer if you want. Okay? So here we have yo. See it up here? Yo means I. Okay? So then, when we're changing things to the we perspective, look up at the posters for a second. So instead of being in this one, talking about he, she, or it, right? Camina, we're gonna change it to we. So all of these are what we're going to be using for the verbs, okay? these are all we. So instead of saying camina, we're gonna say caminamos. If it says corre, he or she runs, we're gonna change it to corremos. Vivimos is we live, vemos is we see, okay? This is what we're gonna be using for this, all right? So that is the key. Now, let me just take a look and see what number it is in Schoology. So I know I've given that to you before. I think it's called conjugations. What if it was like, I think it was like in first semester I gave that to you. Courses. Third marking period, maybe? There it is. Oh my gosh. I was close. It's actually number 84. So I'm going to copy. I wonder if I can just copy it right to our course right now. Let's try it. Copy. Aha, I did it. All right, so I put, if you look in your assignments in Schoology, I'm just gonna open up Schoology in another tab, okay? So here's Schoology. So it's really helpful to have it open in a tab, right? And then you have your paper right in front of you. So if you don't want to use the posters, or if you're not here sometime, it is right here. Look at that. Okay, it's the same thing that I have up here, and this is the line that we're going to be using right here. So that is really helpful to you because it's a problem, right? If we're not in the classroom and you don't have those posters, now you have number 84 back in your assignments there, okay? So you can refer to that. All right, so let's go back to this, okay? And so you're going to be crossing stuff out and adding stuff in. So instead of camina, I'm gonna cross it out, and I'm gonna put caminamos. Okay? And just like in the directions, it says you have to change it and add amos or hemos to things, okay? So now it says, one Saturday, my friend and I walked to school, okay? Él camina a la escuela porque va a tomar una clase especial. So he goes to school because he wants to take a special class. I like how you flipped it, okay? So now we're going to change it to we walk. So instead of él camina, we're going to say we, right? Nosotros. And again, if you look on the chart, and we find, look at the chart for a second. There's we, and right next to it is the word nosotros. So remember, we're in this section the whole time. All right, so nosotros caminamos a la escuela que va a tomar una clase especial. So now we got to change va. Who can figure out what va should be? Look at the chart. So you got to find the poster that has va on it, right? Did anyone figure it out? Exactly. Good. Vamos. That's the pattern. Vamos. Yeah, it's not bad once you figure out what the pattern is, right? So, we walk walk to school because we want to take a special class. So va again changes to vamos. We are going to take, vamos a tomar una clase de ciencias. We are going to take a science class. Good job. And we are going to do a special experiment with the science teacher. Good job. Okay. So vamos a tomar una clase de ciencia y vamos a hacer un experimento especial con su profesor de ciencias. So, we gotta change something. Right now it says, we are gonna take a science class and we are going to do a special experiment with his science teacher. So instead of his, we want to make it our. Okay? So we're gonna use nuestro, which means our. Okay? We good so far? All right, let's do another couple of sentences and then I'm gonna give you some time to try and figure out a few more, okay? And you're gonna try to do those on your own or with somebody that sits nearby. 3 estudiantes van a participar en la clase especial. So 3 students are going to participate in the special class, okay? So, we're gonna leave this one alone. Hold on, let me look at the whole thing. So, on Saturday, we are walking to school, we are going to take a special class, we are going to science class, and we are going to do a special experiment with our science teacher. 3 students are going to participate in the special class. Okay, so we're good so far. We don't need to do anything to that, okay? So then, at what time?
9 o'clock.
At 9 o'clock in the morning. A las 9 de la mañana, mi amigo entra a la escuela. So we're gonna say, my friend and I enter the school. So mi amigo y yo. So I'm gonna do a little thingy here. That's how we insert things, as we do that little symbol, right? My friend and I, mi amigo y yo. Now we gotta change entra. So the pattern is caminamos, caminamos, vamos, all of these up here. Tenemos, vamos, somos, estamos, tocamos, vemos. What do you think we have to do to? Entramos. Yes. You see that pattern now? Oh, I know what we have to do with this. I get it now. 3 estudiantes, 3 students and I. And instead of van, it becomes vamos. I got it. Okay? All right, so at 9 o'clock in the morning, my friends and I enter the school. No ve al profesor de la clase. He doesn't see the teacher. So we're gonna change it to we don't see the teacher. Ve changes to vemos. Yeah. All right. I want you to keep going. Try and change the subjects to we or my friends and I or something like that. Try to change the verbs. When you come across a verb, it's gonna end up with, you're gonna either have hemos on it or amos on the end of it, just like our pattern here. may, as long as it's somebody nearby. You may work together with somebody that's nearby, you know, social distancing and contact tracing and all. And just raise your hand if you have a question. If you need to verify whether or not you got something right or you don't understand. Yeah. As long as you're using headphones. Students, so we're going to change they. How are you going to change they? We're going to make it we don't see the other students. So you got to change they. What do you think you have to do? So here it tells you if it ends in an A or an E, you're going to put amos or amos on it. Okay? So change it to vemos. We see. And look at this now. That one has an E instead of vamos, it's vemos. So change it from VA to VE. And it's the same one here, right? So anytime you see they, it's gonna change to that one the same way. Right? Alright, kiddos, just so you know, if you see, where did I leave my red pen? Did I leave it back here? So if you see ve anywhere else, right? We figured it out right here. We see that ve changes to vemos. But if you see it somewhere else, right here, it's going to be the same thing. Right? It's the same pattern. So it's there. Here it is again. Right? And every single sentence is going to have something that you have to change. Right? Which one are you pointing to? No, the nueve? That means 9. You don't need to do anything to that.
We have to do,
Okay, so you're good here. So you just gotta figure out what the verb is, right? My friend and I are nervous. Okay, and I would add an S to this because we are nervous. Let's do that in Spanish. Because instead of he is alone, we are alone. So está changes to what?
do we have to change Krita?
Sure.
You do?
You?
Why not? Instead of he yells, it's we yell. Where is it? Let me see. In the cafeteria of the school, my friends and I see a girl. Oh no, not in that case, because we're just seeing a girl that yells.
Okay.
That's
and
fine there.
How about here, there's, you go with Krita and Vominos? And I don't think it should be both.
Yeah. So my friends and I yell, so then that becomes a vamos. Yeah, we yell. All right, let's check them, see how you're doing. All right, mi amigo está nervioso porque está solo y la clase es a las 9. My friends and I are nervous because we are alone and the class is at 9. So instead of está,
Estamos.
estamos. we got it, and my friends and I, mis amigos y yo. Okay? No, let's, yeah. Okay? We are alone. Está again changes to estamos. And class is at 9. De repente, did they give you some vocab at the bottom?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. So suddenly, de repente, tum tum tum, una voz grita. So suddenly a voice yells. So that's not a we one. We don't need to change that. It's not we yell, a voice yells. Okay? Mi, Mi amigo no reconoce la voz, pero es obvio que la voz es de una muchacha. My friends and I, or my friend and I, we don't recognize. So reconoce becomes reconocemos. We don't recognize the voice. But it's obvious that it's the voice of a girl. Dun dun dun. Now, the story is called The Creature. What do you think's gonna happen?
It's gonna be a creature.
A creature.
Are you finishing that sentence, Jeremy?
It's gonna appear.
And what?
Everything.
Oh.
The world.
Ooh, I like it. Okay.
I kinda already.
Let's see. Él corre. So he runs in the direction of the voice. So it's gonna change to we run, right? So now we need to add we run. Nosotros, instead of he, nosotros, corre changes to
Corremos.
corremos. Good job. We run in the direction of the voice. Would you do that?
No.
I would do that. Sure.
I'm running
You
the other
would?
direction. Sure.
I'm too scared.
If I don't recognize the voice, no.
I'm a big
Yeah, you're
pollito.
fine.
I'm a big pollo.
No, if I don't
Chicken.
recognize the voice, oh well, we're dead.
Well, you
Bye.
just wanna see the death.
All right. Él pasa enfrente de la clase de ciencias y observa que la puerta está abierta. So instead of he passes in front of science class, it's going to become we pass. Él changes to
No.
nosotros. Pasa changes to
Pasamos.
pasamos.
What did you say the pasamos?
Pasamos. We pass in front of science class. And observa. What do you think observa means? And yeah, and he observes. So now we want to change it to we observe. 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 What do you do? Yeah, exactly. Instead of observa, observamos. We observe. But the door is, what do you think abierta means? Oh, it was one of our vocab
Closed.
words. Abierta.
Open.
Open. So nadie está en la clase. No one is in the class. So we don't need to change anything in that one. Okay?
No, what about the
Yeah, we're not gonna say we aren't in the class. We're just gonna leave it. No one's in the
I
class.
mean, you're not in the class if no one's in the class.
Correcto. La voz grita más. Ah! The voice yells more. Okay, no change needed in that one. Alright? En la cafetería de la escuela, mi amigo ve a la muchacha que grita. In the cafeteria, my friend and I, right? Ve changes to, we did it a million times. Ve changes to
Vamos.
careful, okay?
Vemos.
So if you have a word, I should show it on there. Sometimes it changes to amos, and sometimes it changes to hemos. Okay? So look. Look up here for a second. You see how camina changes to caminamos, but corre changes to corremos. So sometimes it's amos and sometimes it's amos. It depends on what the original word was, right? Vive changes to vivimos. But I don't think we have any of those in this one. Ve changes to vemos. So sometimes it's amos and sometimes it's emos. Okay? So mi amiga y yo vemos la muchacha que grita. We see the girl that's yelling. Alright? También ve una criatura horrífica. What does he see?
Horrifying creature.
A horrifying creature. I like how you flipped it.
Yeah.
So now we're going to change that to we see a horrifying creature. It changes to,
Oh, nosotros.
yeah, remember I have it right up here for you. It is going to change to nosotros. So instead of he, it becomes we. Nosotros. Ve changes to vemos. We see a horrifying creature. La criatura está enfrente de la muchacha y ella está gritando. The creature is in front of the girl and she is yelling. No changes needed there. Okay? Alright, I want you to keep going with the mi amigo. Hint, you'll have to change in that one. So for my other classes, I should probably tell them, use a pencil, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be beneficial. Now I know. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Wait, what? What time are you guys out of here? Oh, so we have a little more time.
You got them all?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. It's so hard to have this available on Schoology for people who are absent, you know what I mean? That's why I'm recording.
Oh.
That's what that is.
Yeah, the district asked us to do that. You know, somebody has COVID and I'm doing something on paper, it's really difficult for them to make it up. Cause this instruction I can't do otherwise. Are you busted?
No, it's just.
I should have given fair warning, but you guys are fine. Alright, so, la criatura está enfrente de la muchacha y ella está gritando. The creature is in front of the girl and she is yelling. Don't need to do anything. Wonk, wonk. My friend walks toward the creature and yells, "Run!" So my friends and I, mi amigo, or my friend and I, mi amigo y yo, camina changes to caminamos. Good job. We walk toward the creature and we yell. Grita changes to gritamos. Right? The creature runs in the direction of the school. Let me take a picture of this. Maybe. I can't take a picture of it because I'm doing this with my phone. Can I have a good citizen take a picture of this?
Yes.
Get up close, take a picture of it so that I have like how far we got. One hand? Far more skilled than I am at taking pictures.
You don't take them one hand?
No.
You take them with your hand? You're like,
Yes, you know, my thumb gets, or my fingers get in front of it, you know, it's great. I'm old, man, I don't know how to take
yeah, that's like
pictures.
some old-
I know, you guys take like 75 selfies a day.
I've never
If
taken
I
selfies.
did that, I probably would be good
I
at
took
it.
selfies.
I'll take pictures of
I
myself.
know.
I have a lot.
Oh.
Bryce has more than me though.
Yeah?
What? I have selfies with Jeremy.
Alright, here we go. The creature runs in the direction of the door of the school and disappears. La chica se levanta, the girl gets up. My friend, mi amigo
And I.
And
y yo, good, put it like this. We talk, habla changes to hablamos. We talk with her. Okay. We ask her. Le pregunta changes to preguntamos. ¿Qué pasó? We ask her, what happened? That's how we say, what happened? ¿Qué pasó? Right? La muchacha explica, so the girl explains. Esa criatura es el resultado de un experimento. That creature is the result of one of Mrs. McGee's experiments. Probably what she does every day after school.
creates potato monsters.
El experimento fue un desastre. The experiment was a disaster. Look at that. La criatura. El profesor de ciencias tomó medicina. The science teacher took and
Converted.
herself into
A creature.
See, I can do this because she's not here.
Yeah,
She's not here, so I can get away with this.
You're walking the hallway.
Alright, kiddos, we will finish this up tomorrow because it's time to pack up. I'm going to collect those from you, cleaning up your space, please.
Evil.
$5 says that I
I gotta get one too then.
Everyone email her?
I emailed this
Do it.
saying that.
Dare you? You know she would respond something like, shut up and quit tattling. Right. Pod chair should be facing the wall, standing next to your desk, ready to go. Hasta luego.
Wait, you should start coming back.